get you up to speed on the latest in sports. I'm Denise Tan. The country's basketball officials made last-minute changes to the Asian Games roster amid eligibility issues. The details in this report. The Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas has added more players in its roster for the upcoming Asian Games in China. Terence Romeo, Calvin Abueva, Mo Tautua, and Jason Perkins are all unlikely to play due to eligibility issues. As replacements, Gilas brought in Chris Ross, Kevin Alas, Arvin Tolentino, and CJ Perez to backstop the national team. Marshall Lassiter will also be there in place of the injured R.R. Pugoy. The TNT sharpshooter will be out of the Asian due to a medical condition.
Last night, it's very emotional. And, we talked to the four. Talagang iyakan. Kasi kahit sandali lang na oras, talagang naging solid yung team. Ang dami na naming sleepless night. But coming from the players, coming from Coach Tim, they want to play.
The Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas said there was a 60-man list submitted to the organizers of the Hangzhou Games. Most guys on the list are playing overseas and in collegiate leagues. But the Asian Games Organizing Committee only approved a trimmed-down list comprising of 37 players. Romeo, Abueva, Tautua, and Perkins are not part of the second list.
Kasi yung 60 list na yun, I'm told was given months ago. Because there was a request already as early as 2-3 months to submit a list. I think it was May. Or May, So it's been a long time, And actually, when we were asked, parang napakaaga. But we just have to come up with a list, and I think they brought it down to 37. So that's where we are now. So we're just trying our very best to as what Coach Tim said, form the team that he feels will work together and hopefully deliver the performance he wants in the Asian Games.
The call-ups have arrived at the Inspire Sports Academy in Laguna for Gilas' closed-door training camp. As of now, the national team is training twice a day to get acclimated with Coach Tim Cohn's system faster.
We got to keep moving forward. It's just a little bit harder organizing practices. One thing Chot Reyes told me when I took over the national team, he says you've got to be agile as a coach. You've got to be able to call audibles.
Officials are awaiting the final list approved by the organizing committee. Gilas' Asian campaign opens on September 26 versus Bahrain. The Philippine women's football team will bring in loads of experience to the Asian Games later this month. 14 of the 23 players who competed in the FIFA World Cup in New Zealand are part of the 21-woman lineup for the Asian. Sabrina Bolden, the country's lone scorer in the women's worlds, leads the forwards with Katrina Guillou. Goalie Olivia McDaniel will be backstopped by Chiara Fontanilla and vet Ina Palacios. The Filipinos are looking to make a deep run into new head coach Mark Torcaso's first competition with the team. On Friday, the Pinays will open their campaign against Hong Kong at the Wenzhou Sports Center Stadium. The torch relay for the upcoming Asian Games continued in the city of Chuzhou in East China's Zhejiang province. Spanning more than 8,800 meters, the relay route in the city passes a slew of landmark buildings. A total of 170 torchbearers from all walks of life joined the event. The flame is set to return to Hangzhou today to complete the final leg of the relay. The Asian Games runs from September 23 to October 8 and will be hosted by Hangzhou and 5 other Chinese cities. The quadrennial meet will feature 40 sports across 54 venues. We're taking a timeout. The game on One News Now will return after a quick break. Stay tuned. You're still watching the game on One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. Thanks for joining us. China's national breakdancing team has landed in France to take their training to the next level. That's ahead of the World Championships and the Asian Games. The 4 men and women representing China have set up in Beauvais to hone their skills. The World Championship is happening in Belgium from Friday to Sunday. From there, the team will head home for the Asian. The bigger prize is an instant qualification for the Olympics if they win any of the 2 competitions. Hardcourt veteran LA Tenorio is now cancer-free according to his coach, Tim Cohn. Cohn said Tenorio's last PET scan in Singapore showed he no longer has the big C. Teniente was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer in March, prompting him to suspend his basketball career. But now, Tenorio has been cleared to practice again. This means he could suit up for Ginebra for the next PBA season. At the moment, Teniente is part of Coach Cohn's coaching staff as an assistant for Gilas. Still on hoops, Gilas Youth team made light work of Malaysia in the FIBA U-16 Asian Championships. The boys rolled out a quick 20-point lead in the first quarter and never looked back. Malaysia came out with stronger play in the second and third quarters, but that was not enough to make the game interesting. This is Gilas' second win in 3 games. They will next face South Korea for a shot at a quarter-final berth. Get your fill of the latest in sports at onesports.ph. Meantime, the newsday continues later at 4:30 p.m. I'll see you then. I'm Denise Tan. We are One News.